Hi everyone and welcome to another Gladsley review. This one is for The Boy 2.
Yes,
Ooh.
Brahms, The Boy 2. So, a quick rundown of the plot. We meet a family who live in London. After a traumatic event, their son, a character named Jude, becomes a mute and can't talk. Whilst the mum, played by Katie Holmes, is getting over the psychological issues of that event, Dad thinks it's a great idea to go out into the countryside and get away from everything for a while. So they end up getting a house pretty close to the famous Hillshire house, and whilst they're out in the woodland area, Jude digs up a doll, a recently constructed doll named Brahms.
So let's start on the good points of this movie.
Yeah, so main one for me is the young boy who was Jude, Christopher Convery. I thought he was brilliant.
Yeah, I always thought from the trailer when I watched it that he actually does look like a young version of just like the boy, the actual doll. And I thought that the similarities were really good. I mean, he starts to dress like him.
Yeah.
And they're kind of matching. It's kind of a bit weird, kind of a bit strange. But yeah, he did a really good job. I thought his acting was great. And he was also, he also played, fun fact for you, he also played Billy's younger self in the Stranger Things franchise.
Yeah, absolutely. So this must have been his big sort of big screen debut. So I thought he did a very good job.
Yeah,
other actors in here. So we had Katie Holmes. She was pretty serviceable as the mum, and I also liked Ralph Ineson.
Yeah, he's quite a familiar face.
Yes, he is, yeah. So as the groundskeeper, and yeah, I thought he did a really good job. I wish he kind of had a bit more to do in this film.
Yeah.
But apart from that, thumbs up.
Really glad to see the boy back as well, all patched up. He's kind of turning into like a Chucky doll now. It's like, how many times is he going to get broken and then stitched up or stuck back together? Yeah, I thought the jump scares in this was really good. Just a bit of a warning for you guys. There is quite a couple of jump scares. It got me quite a couple of times. It was quite funny as well in the cinema. I always get really annoyed when people are talking in the cinema. But yeah, they quickly shut up as soon as the jump scares started to come in. I was like, yeah, you're going to shut up now because you're scared. So that was really good. There was one specific moment in this where I was like really tense and I was like, please just get it over with. I can't take it.
Oh, I think I know which bit you mean.
Yeah, and if you've watched it, you'll know I mean. There was some really tense moments in this. But yeah, I really enjoyed that part.
I would have to say I did like the family unit in this film.
Yeah, you can see how much they really cared for the son as well. Obviously, he'd gone through a traumatic time, and you felt the love there for him, and they were really trying to bring him out of his shell after going through such a traumatic experience.
Yeah,
and I think it was quite hard, probably hard for the family as well for the film. Obviously having the doll, and he's had such a good connection with the doll, yet he's a bit creepy. Should we really let him have this doll? So yeah, I think that came through quite well.
Yeah, I'd have to say the dad was a bit of a wet fart on this one, really.
Yeah, it was kind of like, listen to your mom, listen to your mom, listen to your mom.
I'm off to work now, see you later, you deal with that. But for me, I wouldn't say it was as good as the first Boy film. This was a bit more world building, which I did appreciate. There was quite a lot of sort of like building a sort of a bit of a history.
Yeah, it was a lot of building the son into becoming more like Brahms and getting his attachment to Brahms. That was really interesting to see because it was quite gradual. Yeah,
so there was a lot of building up, but then it didn't really get anywhere. So it didn't sort of like, it just stuck on sort of one gear really for me.
Yeah, I think obviously this is probably going into a few of the bad points, not necessarily major bad points, but I felt like they could have probably hyped up the horror a little bit more.
Yes,
I think they played it a little bit too safe. It didn't overall ruin any of the satisfaction for the film for me personally, but I felt like they could have pushed it a little bit more with the horror.
I totally agree with you, yeah. So yeah, I felt like it was a bit of a sort of like, like a really big tall roller coaster, and you're going up and up and up and up and up, and then end of the ride. That's what it felt a bit like to me.
Yeah, pretty much. Overall though, I thought it was really good fun. I think people are going to enjoy it. I think people will probably enjoy the first one a bit more than this one.
Yeah.
But I liked how it's opened the franchise now for the boy. The boy's got a lot of backstory now, so we could probably go back and have a few more previous ones, maybe a few prequels, which is what I'm hopefully, looking forward to. I'm hoping that's what they're going to do because they've opened the door now for that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I was entertained by this film. It's just that I think they concentrated a bit too much on the world building and a little bit less on the entertainment sort of side of a horror film.
It's quite a short story as well. It's
It's
only 86 minutes long, which is quite short for a horror film.
Yeah.
But for me, I think it's my favourite horror film of the year so far. So.
Yeah, there was a bit of a, not much of a bench to go over, but yes,
I know,
way
but
more
it's still my favourite so far.
So I will give this film 5.5.
I'm going to give it a 6.
But what do you guys think of Brahms the Boy 2? Let us know in the comments. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And as always, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again very soon with some more movie reviews. Until then, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.